In this video, we're going to quickly go through the process for reassessing a quiz, right? So now we're into a few more weeks into the semester. You've had at least one quiz, and maybe you didn't do as well as you'd like on that quiz, and you want another opportunity, right? So we're calling those quiz reassessments. So um, let me kind of walk you through what will happen first. So here I'm in Blackboard, but the process of the quiz reassessments actually begin outside of Blackboard, and it requires you to essentially sign up and say, hey, I do want to retake this quiz. How do you do that? Well, typically on a Monday, you will receive an email basically giving you a link to what's called a doodle poll. And a doodle poll is just, again, it's one of many ways that I can sort of collect that information, because not everyone needs to take the quiz. So I want to see, okay, who needs to retake it? And this is how you'd sign it up. So it looks somewhat like this, right? You know, you'll have MA, whatever your course number is, quiz reassessment, and then the date will be that particular Friday, right? And then down here, it just, you know, you're going to put your name in. I have my name already typed in, but you'd click in that little box. Let me type it again. So that's my name. And then you would check which quiz you want to take. Now, if this is the first round of reassessments, it means that only one quiz has been given so far. And in this case, it's quiz one. So you just put a little check mark and then you hit send, right? And you do that, and then I collect that data, right? So the process begins with this poll. And the poll typically goes out on a Monday, late afternoon, early evening, and then it stays open for roughly 48 hours plus, and it closes at midnight on that particular Wednesday, right? So the doodle poll is open from Monday to about Wednesday, and check your email, right? So check your email for it and click on the link in there. It also has kind of, again, another overview of what the process is like. It takes you to this page, type your name in, and check the box. Now, what will happen in subsequent weeks is that as we have more quizzes, this list of options will get bigger. So the week after this, we'll have quiz 1 and quiz 2. The week after that, we'll have quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, and you can go ahead and choose at most 2 quizzes each week to reassess, right? So that's the limit. You're not limited in how many times you can reassess a particular quiz. You're just limited in how many you can do in 1 week. All right? So the first part starts with you. Now, towards the end of the week, I'm going to go back to Blackboard. That's where everything, then shifts to Blackboard. And just like how you had a quizzes folder, you will now have a quiz reassessment folder. And in that quiz reassessment folder, let me go in, you'll see a whole bunch of quizzes there. But if you notice, a lot of them says that this item is hidden from the students, right? And this first one says the item is available, but some students or groups may not have access. What that means is not everyone is going to see this folder. Only the people that have signed up through the doodle poll will have access to this. You're the ones that say, hey, I need to retake it, so you're the ones that have access. If you've earned, let's say, all the possible points on the first quiz, then unless you just really want to practice, which technically you could if you wanted to, just to take it again, you could certainly do it. It's not going to affect your score, right? But anyway, so so this quiz reassessments folder will become available again midnight on Friday. But the difference is this folder remains available for 48 hours. So not just Friday, but Saturday. And again, you can go in anytime. And once you go into that folder, you'll have typically the same 3 things. You have just, again, an overview of what you need to do. You will have to generate a new set of questions, right? So you're not just redoing the old ones. No, you're going to redo questions that are similar concepts that are being tested, and you only need to redo the questions that you missed points on previously. So the questions that you scored either a 0 or a 1, and then here it tells you this is where you're going to submit your written work in the form of a PDF, right? And the one, I guess one last thing about the quiz reassessment is a big part of this is making sure that you've reviewed and you understand the feedback that you've been given, right? Now, there's a video that talks about specifically how do you review the feedback that you receive in Blackboard. So please check that out. It will be in the course content general tutorial videos folder, right? So review your feedback, and then what you're going to be required to do is just take your previous attempt and you sort of grade it, and it doesn't have to be a really complicated grading. You can just put a check mark beside the ones where you've earned the 2 points, and then the questions where you earn 0 or 1 point. You can put a little X. Maybe you can make a little note, a little reminder to yourself, hey, this is what I need to work on. This is how I should have done the problem. That way it proves to me that yes, you've read and you've understood the feedback, and now you're going to take that feedback and apply it to this new attempt, right? And then so you will submit your sort of marked up version of the previous quiz along with your new attempt. I will review everything, and let's say you've now hit all the marks you should have hit previously, then you'll have a perfect score. So no penalty for retaking, and that will be the process week by week. The only difference is the number of quizzes that are available, and also that limit of just being able to take 2 in a given week, right? So good luck. As always, if you have any questions, if you need any help, hopefully you know where to find me, and I look forward to seeing you, and hopefully the process goes smoothly. Try it out, and I know it will be a success. Thank you.